this idea of, okay, well, if we want to stop the religion of wokeism, that's how we kind of describe woke ideology and extreme social justice ideology here from that kind of context. We have to now kind of submit to Christianity, or we have to submit to organized religion and
I saw
organized
that.
Christianity.
Yeah.
That thing has just been going crazy on our feed, and I've noticed that it's just for some people, and I wouldn't even say this is for the majority, but definitely for some people, it's just sexier for you to pick that automatic one side or the other, one extreme or the other. You can't. Apparently, it's not cool enough to not be extreme and to not be rational and free thinking to try to come to a solution about these problems. You automatically have to go to said one dogma or the other, because one might be better than the other.
Or we need the power of that other group, their passion to fight the passion of the people we dislike.
Yes.
Right.
Despite the fact that then once that passion is then used to defeat that other group, then that group's going to have to be fought against because we're going to disagree with that group.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about all that.
It's just an endless loophole. Maybe I'll have you on more. We're starting to actually have a few guests come on more than once to talk about these very subjects, because that one debate and that one discussion is going to be had on this channel like over the next like 2 to 3 years. I just know it.
Yeah, I responded to that piece that I'm pretty sure you're talking about, that everybody's talking about. I responded to that Twitter thread with some depolarization ideas. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about it now or you're just referencing.
We can talk about it now.
I would just say real quick about that. It's like, I think that's the very fundamental dynamic of polarization, right? It's like we see the other side as so bad that we are willing to either put up with or join forces with the people that we don't agree with and think are extreme on our side, because we see them more now as our brethren. And so that's how polarization progresses. It's like on both sides, it can be an instinct to be like, well, we hate them so much, we'll join up with these people over here, even though we don't really like them either, right? Like, and I think that's the fundamental, a big point in my book and some of the podcast work I've done is, it's like our instincts about how to solve problems or defeat the other side are just completely wrong. Like, our social instincts are precisely what drive these such ubiquitous conflicts, and why they get so out of control, and why you end up with, like, genocide, civil war, whatever it is. It's like that these instincts are exactly how these things reach an extreme point, because instead of more people being like, we can criticize while remaining respectful, you have more people being like, this is this is a good versus evil war. We have to pick a side and we have to join up with where I would say, to me, the ideas of conflict resolution and actually getting your political goals passed are exactly the same, because all you're going to do is create lose-lose situations by taking this polarized binary view of like, we got to join up with the fundamentalist Christians or whatever, the thing is, or, so instead of doing the much harder, more mature work of saying, like, can we criticize these people and make persuasive arguments? And if more people did that, then we would get we would actually not have to, we would actually bring the anger down, because the anger riling up is exactly what creates the very things people are angry about, right? Like, when you have righteous anger against somebody, you're creating their righteous anger, right? It's not like these are not things in a vacuum. I think that's the thing people don't see, is like, you are helping create the very things you're angry about. Like, the right or the left's righteous anger on whatever topic does not exist in a vacuum. It's partially formed by the views they have of the extremity on the other side. And so the more you tamp down the extremity on your own side, the more you tamp down the extremity on the other side, the righteous anger on the other side. So, we wouldn't be fighting over so many things we fight about without the anger element of so I think it, that's a very fundamental thing of, like, we help create the very things that we're angry about, right?
Yes.
And that's a big point in my book. Like, I'd say the main point. Yeah.